Thanks for watching our internet edition of Nightline. Today, a story straight out of the movie Lorenzo's Oil. And like that film, it's a true story of determined parents desperate to solve a medical mystery. The scientists and doctors told them they may never learn what ailed their son, and these parents set out to become experts themselves. They think they may have made a breakthrough. Here's Nightline's John Donvan.
It's a mouse, a rodent, several of them actually, creatures whose future life and health at this precise moment matter more to Andrew Trossman and Marcy White than almost anything else.
Jacob's hope. Got a lot riding on you, little mice.
Those little mice are carrying a lot.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we looked at them as very valuable little guys, that we're counting on them. And Jacob's counting on them.
Jacob, that's their little boy, 4 years old, severely disabled, threatened with death.
Boom.
Keeping him alive, that is more important than anything else.
You know, you're saying all these things that he has all this trouble, and you look at him and he's smiling and he's so happy.
Happy, yes, a lot of the time. And somehow, only 4 years old, he's got this thing for opera. That's Andrea Bocelli he's singing along with. And at moments like this, you can almost forget how much trouble Jacob is in and has been since the day he was born. He never cried like a baby cries, not once, because he can't. His sound was something else.
They call it a strider, but it kind of sounds like a donkey. Mm-hmm. The way he was breathing was like...
This family video is from his first day home, and you can hear what they're talking about. Both of Jacob's vocal cords are paralyzed. He was in and out of hospitals. For 10 months, doctors could not figure out what was wrong.
He just had everybody stumped.
Yeah, at that time, there was nobody who really took it upon themselves to solve this.
And it was more that they were telling you, we don't know what it is, and here's how you can take care of this boy.
And you might never know what it is. Yeah.
You
might never know.
Actually, it was more chances are you won't ever know.
And how did that sit with you?
Oh, that was
It
unacceptable.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
For us, no. We have to know. We had to find out what was wrong, because otherwise, if you don't know what's wrong, you can't fix it.
So Andrew and Marcy set out to figure it out, reading everything they could, talking to any expert who would listen, until in a way they became experts themselves.
Update on gastroesophageal reflux disease, familial-laryngeal abductor paralysis with presumed anatomic abnormalities of the pediatric airway.
How many nights, how many days, get online and just start going until I can't keep my eyes open anymore.
There wasn't anybody else there that was going to do it, so if we wanted to get it done, we had to do it ourselves. Yeah, come here!
Finally, a break. Marcy and Andrew were shown this article, buried in a medical journal almost 25 years ago. Every child in it had symptoms exactly like Jacob's, and strangest of all, these kids, they were all her relatives, though no one in the family knew this article had been published.
We actually saw there was a family tree, and we could, there's Marcy, and that was just unbelievable.
What did this do to you?
We were just stunned.
Using this new research as a guide, doctors took another set of blood tests.
That test came back positive, which meant, this is what he does have.
So you finally had a name.
Yeah.
We had a name
again.
Pelizaeus-Merzbacher disease.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say, and I wish I didn't have to say it.
Pelizaeus-Merzbacher disease, or PMD, is a rare disorder of the brain. It is inherited. Marcy is a carrier, and it affects 1 in 300,000 children, mainly boys, around the world. It is degenerative, and there is no treatment or cure. In severe cases, like Jacob's, children live only 15 to 20 years.
You are racing the clock on this.
We've got a huge deadline.
So again, Marcy and Andrew went back to their research, and this time they heard about an experimental drug.
So the drug is being used for humans, by humans, somewhere else in the world for other
In testing.
conditions.
It's in clinical
for
testing.
spinal injuries.
The drug was not being considered for use by patients with PMD, but Andrew and Marcy saw something in their research that made them think this drug might help their son.
Good. Hi, Marcy.
They enlisted the help of Dr. Jim Garburn from Wayne State University in Detroit.
My hat is really off to them at having the savvy and initiative to bring this project to the stage that it's at. They were the ones that put me into contact with the researchers at the drug company.
Which brings us back to that moment with Marcy and Andrew in the laboratory with the mice. They had convinced the drug company to allow Dr. Garburn to test the drug on mice that have a genetic disorder similar to PMD.
It's really exciting. I'm thrilled to be here, but a little bit nervous because we've got lots riding on this.
We don't expect any silver bullets in this kind of thing, so we're hoping that any improvement is an improvement. And so this may take us a while, but we're still hoping to see something profound today if we can.
The ones that are shaking are the sick ones. They are injected with the drug.
Does it feel any different?
An hour later, they were still watching.
I keep hoping to see him stop shaking just so quickly.
And another hour after that.
I'm watching for the mouse to get up and walk.
I want to see him walk the way his siblings do.
Yeah.
You had to know, realistically, that that was very unlikely to be the instant result. And yet you were there kind of waiting for it.
But you know what? I mean, if you go realistically, what was the chance of us having gone down this path to start off with? You know, everything in the past, 4.5 years is just who would have thought it, who would have thought it. So, maybe.
It would have been a miracle.
It would have been a miracle, and we were due. So
you were due for a miracle?
Absolutely.
But there were no miracles today. The mice kept shaking, just like before.
It would have been nice to see a quick and obvious thing, but that would have been a lot of luck.
Months went by, and Dr. Garburn continued his research. In the meantime, Andrea Bocelli, Jacob's favorite singer, was in the area for a concert. And with the help of ABC News, the family reached out to the concert director, and he agreed to let Jacob attend a rehearsal. They even got to meet Bocelli backstage.
Your music does something to him that no other music does.
It was a good moment indeed, but through the holidays, there was little news from Dr. Garburn. Then just a few weeks ago, Garburn sent us a DVD with some results of the trials. We brought it to Toronto and showed it to Marcy for the first time.
Oh my God.
With these mice, Garburn had upped the dosage of the drug and injected them sooner after birth. It seems to have had a dramatic effect on at least one of them. Recall, this is what the mice looked like in October. This is one of the treated mice now.
What that says is we just need to get that drug into Jacob. If it can make even a little bit of a difference for Jacob, I mean, how could we not try to...
This is the kind of miracle that we were hoping for that first day.
The trials are still in a very early stage. Rigorous clinical testing has to take place before Jacob will ever get access to the drug. For Andrew and Marcy, there is hope, but there is not much time.
We're pushing as hard as we can.
As hard as we know how to do.
How tired are you?
It doesn't matter, because until we get, that drug in Jacob, we can't stop. Everything we've done is leading up to that. But unless we do something that actually does help him, then we haven't done anything, or we haven't done enough.
Tonight on Nightline, the fashion world's craze for skinny models. It's taken a serious turn. Models, many of them very young and all of them very thin, have been getting very sick, and several have died. The industry's promised to change its ways, but tonight on Nightline, ABC's Nick Watt reports from the Italian fashion capital of Milan, where he found that many models remain very much in danger. And that's today's Internet edition of Nightline. Thanks for downloading us. I'm Terry Moran. For Martin Bashir, Cynthia McFadden, and all of us at ABC News, all the best for the rest of your day.